Aloha, I'm Lawrence.
I'm Sarah.
And this is Another Beer, Please. Well, let's go to the Big Island. Mahalo. That means thank you and lots of other things in Hawaiian. I don't know. This is from Kona Brewing Company, and this is the Kona Wave.
The Big Wave,
The Big Wave.
Big Wave.
This is one of your favorite summertime beers.
It definitely is. It is a golden ale, so it's going to be very sessionable. It's definitely a light beer, and it's one of those kind of beers that has a nice citrus note to it, but it's not like, that's not the first thing that hits. It's just a nice, drinkable, cold beer for the summertime.
And it is, again, beautiful weather, so we're hanging out outside, do a little beer drinking on the balcony, and let's crack this puppy open.
Sure.
Now, this is only 21 IBUs, so it's not a bitter beer, but it does have a very floral hop characteristic. Kona Brewing Company, they like to talk about it as if it's a tropical hop note.
Which would make sense.
It would make sense. There we go. Get a nice head going on there. Nice and fluffy and effervescent, much like the last beer we did.
Fluffy, we've never used that term yet.
I know, fluffy. Oh, fluffy.
There we go.
Oh, well, hey, I won't object getting topped off. There we go. So again, as always, get a nice head going so you can appreciate those floral hoppy notes. Because that's one thing I've noticed with a lot of beers that go for a hop, they really focus on the flavor of the hop, which means you're putting it in there earlier in the brewing process, so you get that real powerful, resiny hoppiness in the mouth of the beer, like IPAs. But this, a golden ale.
Yeah, and you can see that beautiful color too.
Beautiful color. They use actually some caramel malts to give it a little bit of that color. They have two types of malts and two types of hops in here.
And you can definitely smell the hops just right off the bat.
Yeah, but just like any good beer, is the flavor well balanced?
Oh. Tasting it's my favorite part.
And this really does have a citrusy note to the hops.
It does.
Only 21 IBUs and only 4.4 ABV, so this is, like you said, a very sessionable beer.
Well, it's a summer beer. You don't want it to be like 11%. Well, I mean, depends on what you like, but generally speaking, for like a hot drink, or for a cold drink for a hot day.
Yes.
That's what I meant to say.
Big Wave's a really nice, easy to drink, and it's got a little bit more flavor going to it if you like a little bit of hops. This is definitely that lager-esque kind of beer that you're going to enjoy. Go ahead.
Right. Oh, I was going to say that since I haven't had this in a long time, I had forgotten that it kind of ends on a dry note. So it's definitely a perfect like barbecue summertime beer, because it does end up on that dry note. So you want some like food with it, something greasy, something juicy like a hot dog or a hamburger.
Oh yeah, this would really cleanse the palate when you're drinking this kind of a beer with a nice big heavy meaty burger with bacon and cheese.
Not even hungry and I want that.
I know.
Anything with bacon and cheese. Like,
bacon and cheese and beer. You can't go better than that. And then you can go to the Big Wave and go to the Big Island. Apparently this brewery started in '94 on the Big Island. They were just really inspired by Hawaii, so they started brewing a local craft beer, and it took off like pancakes. Well, I don't know if that's the right phrase, but anyway, they're everywhere now.
That's fine. That's right.
That'll work. Take off like pancakes?
Hot pancakes?
Hot cakes.
Hot cakes.
I don't know. Apparently I'm not very good at colloquialisms. But what I do know is that you can find Big Wave almost anywhere. And it's distributed throughout the U.S. And this I thought was kind of interesting. You look at the bottle. Our bottle says bottled in New Hampshire. Excuse me. Yes.
Oh.
And I thought, well, New Hampshire, that's not very Hawaiian. Well, it turns out in order to try to reduce the carbon impact of the company, they have affiliate breweries. So now they took all the recipes that they developed in Hawaii, And now they brew them here in the States and distribute it here in the States so that it doesn't cost so much fuel to take it around and give you a chance to get your favorite beer. And they even support local environmental causes.
Right.
You can actually go onto their website and tell them about your cause, and they might even give you some money for it.
There you go. So even more reason to do charity and drink beer.
Yes.
That's kind of awesome, actually.
I love that combination.
That's great.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, a local brewery was doing some charitable stuff, raising money, drinking beer. You'll see it when you follow our tweets. We always retweet that stuff.
Right.
But a good cause and a good beer is a good combination.
Exactly. And it's a great way to get your charity work and local support, for sure. Because everyone needs local support.
Definitely. Just because we love beer doesn't mean we don't love all our other people, so we should do things for those people who are not as fortunate as us and can't enjoy beer like we can.
Right, we'll drink for them.
And we'll drink to them. Cheers. Now this is, even though they use two types of malts, and one of them is caramel malts, which you'll see a lot in porters, red ales, and those kind of things as well.
It's a very popular malt because it's very versatile, very
and
diverse.
it gives a nice color, and depending on how long you brew it, depends on what kind of flavor profile you get from it. But this is just really bright and refreshing and tasty, and still has a hoppy quality to it. Oh, the bee flying around. Hopefully they won't like our beer as much as we do.
Oh, God.
Hey, I wouldn't begrudge a bee a little bit of beer.
It's okay, it's a honeybee, so we should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this citrus note in this beer, this hoppy note in this beer, is just at the peak of where I like my hoppiness.
Yeah, it's something that you can enjoy. It's a hop that just kind of, you drink the whole way with the hops. Like you start to finish, you taste that hops.
Yes.
But it's not a super hop, so it's not going to like bother your tongue or destroy your taste buds.
You're right, exactly. Now, we've had some experience with some IPAs recently that really surprised us because we had that floral quality, and then when you drank the beer, it was much more reduced. It was very balanced. With this, it's the same from beginning to end. You smell that hop. You taste that citrusy hopness, and it's just really nice.
Now they use the floral and tropical hop. Is that what?
Well, that's what they call it. Get a tropical hop flavor, and it's like you say, really strong citrus notes. It almost has like an orange note to it me. So it'd probably make a great manmosa. Oh, if you never tried a manmosa, basically it's an excuse to drink beer in the morning by combining it with orange juice.
That's really good.
Yeah, not everybody likes champagne, so, manmosas.
Yeah.
Ooh, that could be pretty good.
Yeah, anything with a citrus note would do really well as a manmosa.
It does, and the Big Wave is one of my favorites for doing that. We've actually got a couple of blue-collar beers that I really enjoy doing that with as well, because they have the right citrus note.
Excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got so excited about a manmosa.
Oh.
That I just...
I thought you got excited about the bacon, cheese, and beer.
Well, you can always get excited about that.
That's true. Now this, I mean, it's a versatile beer because it would go really well with a good burger. It would also go well with some nice hummus. If you're doing a salad, it's bright enough for a salad. It's palate cleansing for a heavier meal. And at 4.4, it's very sessionable. You can enjoy a few while you're out on the town and not wind up getting yourself into trouble as long as you drink responsibly. I think it's a great beer.
Yeah, I really enjoy this beer. It's one of the great light ones.
Yeah. Some of the Pilsners and lagers, they get a little bland for me. And this has a nice flavor note that every now and then I'm just really in the mood for this kind of a beer. Well, even on their webpage, they say that you'll keep having another one because it does finish so clean.
Right.
And so when you have a beer that finishes clean, tastes great, then what do?
Always ask for
another beer, please. Oh, it's just quick, bright, and refreshing, like our reviews.
I like the way you say it's bright, because that's exactly what I was thinking, but I couldn't find the words. It's bright beer.
Well, you know me, I'm full of words.
Words and things.
Words and things. I'm full of something.
Bullshit.